Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and it's a beginnery day once again because it's time to start Series 2 of the beginner account. I've decided to split these into series to go along with the chapters, sort of in a way like Chillhats used to do his Battle Cats Let's Plays. I thought I'd do a little homage to that, and I think it makes more sense to separate them in a beginnery fashion just so you know what's what. This shows this, and the other thing shows the other thing. So now, we have completed the Battle Cats Rising, Empire of Cats Chapter 1, with 48 treasures. And now, we are on to the Emperor of Darkness, of which we have no treasures, and have completed no levels. You will have remembered, maybe, that previously I discussed that treasures are extremely useful. Treasures are brilliant. They are one of the most brilliant things in the game. You need them. Usually if there is ever a complaint about not being able to do Empire of Cats levels, it is due to a lack of treasure. Treasure helps you brilliantly and is especially useful when you get onto Chapter 3 Moon, which is a very difficult level, but that will be far in the future because now we are tackling Chapter 2. Also, I will be in live streams. In fact, I am going to be doing Chapter 2 of this, not trying to treasure hunt necessarily, but going as far as I can to see what the effect of not getting treasure is. I'm going to see how far I can get, and then show you how it gets difficult, and then get the treasure, and then show you how much easier it can be. So instead today, what we're going to be trying out is the Stories of Legend. I hesitated briefly on Into the Future, but I think for our level it's a bit difficult at the moment. So what we're going to be doing is checking in with ourselves. So it's been like nearly a month since I recorded the last Let's Play Battle Cats. It's been a very long time indeed, by which time Gamatoto has reached level 10. In fact, he would be able to go into a new area, but there is one small sticking point, which I shall explain to you as he runs off on his expedition. My user rank is far too low. I need a user rank of 600, I believe it is, to go into the new area, and I only have 256. I will go into this more in detail later, and I've probably mentioned it already, but user rank is extremely useful for progressing in the game, especially like upgrading your cats to further levels, getting special rewards, and when you claim rewards it gives you all your energy back, which is very good. But we have, over the time, I've tried to log in every day but have failed really, we have amassed 26 cat tickets, and I'm going to open all of these in a time lapse. We have now used all the cat capsules that I want to. I didn't click use all because I want to leave the power ones because I'm leaving power unupgraded so that I can use the cat cannon more often. This is my little experiment on the beginner account because I never did that with the other account and I'd like to see how it turns out. So, after all that, what we have managed to achieve is quite a lot of plus things. We've got Macho Cat level 10 plus 4, Wool Cat plus 6, Brave Cat plus 5, Sexy Les Cat plus 3, Giraffe Cat plus 2, UFO Cat plus 2, Whale Cat plus 2, Dragon Cat plus 4, and Mythical Titan Cat plus 3. So that's very good all in all. When we get to plus 10, there's a special reward in store, but I imagine that will be a little far away from now, but it will be good when we get there. I have a lot of XP, that's from treasure grinding, but we really have nothing to upgrade because we're not using any rare cats at all that we get from capsules. So, if we look, the Stories of Legend is, of course, as I think I've shown you before. Yes, I have. Yeah, I remember in the event stages video, it's split into these event stages, or special stages, and the Stories of Legend. Now, the Stories of Legend are, well, basically harder levels than the Empire of Cats and Into the Future, but it depends where you are in Stories of Legend as to how difficult it is. As I record this, there are 35 Stories of Legend sub-chapters. The legend begins at the bottom is one sub-chapter to give you an example to show you what that means if you didn't know. And yeah, they get increasingly difficult, though some are easier than others, but the general trend is more difficult as it goes up. And we're going to start right at the start, in The Legend Begins, which you're going to click now. And look at it. So the very first level is Earthshaker, and this should be rather easy for the cats I have. So actually, rather than just a ranger slot or anything, I'm just going to press attack, and into the battle we go. So this is the very first level in the Stories of Legend. Now the Stories of Legend, as I said, geared to be harder than Empire of Cats, but the cats that we have should easily be able to deal with these, because all we're going to have coming out from the base are a number of doges, snatches, and those guys. And even though there are many of them, we'll be completely fine in dealing with them as long as we meat shield, because they can be destroyed pretty easily. So I'm just going to keep meat shielding and upgrading my worker cat whenever I can, like such. The legs cat will do plenty of damage to these guys. There's no real strategy needed in the first levels, in fact they're just completely fine. So the Stories of Legend, as it goes on, gets harder. I don't know how many times I've said that now, just want to stress it really, because there'll be a point where you need cats that you'll get from completing Empire of Cats chapters to be able to do them. But these very first levels, especially like the Legend Begins, should be easy enough to complete like this. And when you completed all the levels in the sub-chapter, it will give you 30 cat food and your energy fully recovered. Now these very first levels in the latest update were given up to 4 stars. So when I complete this, I'll have a 1-star completion, then I could do 2-star, where the enemies are harder to defeat, 3-star even harder, and 4-star, where they're just as hard or even harder, I'm not sure, but you can only use special or rare cats. So that means that our Macho Cat, Tank Cat, Brave Cat, Legs Cat, Cow Cat, UFO Cat, Whale Cat, Dragon Cat, and Titan Cat would not be allowed. So those stages are very difficult. They're more for the higher level when you come back to these stages, but 1-star stages, especially for this, they should be very much achievable. And I've noticed that our cats don't really do much damage. The base is taking quite a long time to go down, actually. It's quite surprising, really. You gonna... Come on, Dragon, you come in. You go, rah! Hit the base, rah! Come on. There we go, smash it. Bit late there, Dragon, but good. And from the Stories of Legend levels, you actually get quite a lot of XP. Not really concerned to us at the moment, but you do. 19,000 XP just for the very first level in Stories of Legend. And so if you go back into the sub-chapter, you have the next level, like Return of Terror, which we're going to do now, because I see no reason why not to, particularly. Those guys seem pretty tough, to be honest. 2 hits, unbelievable. But we're fine, really. I think this one's going to be pretty much just as easy as the last level. Levels can fluctuate in difficulty within the sub-chapters. Some are more difficult than others, because of course, when you get to the further on ones, you'll have cats which are better suited to some things, and then in some areas, for some enemies, you won't be well suited at all. That's just how it goes. So this is a metal hippo. Now, I've been doing a stage out of recording called Love Metal Hippo, where you can get cat tickets. I've been pretty unsuccessful because the rate of them dropping cat tickets from that level is quite low, but this is the Metal Hippo. So the idea of metal enemies is that normal attacks like these, it will take quite a while to destroy it, and I really should have equipped the slot with Monaco in, because Monaco can do a critical attack which will do a lot more damage to metal enemies, and 1 critical hit will take a Metal Hippo out, usually whatever Metal Hippo it is. Which means that with our normal cats, it's going to take quite a while to defeat the Metal Hippo, but as long as we meat shield, we should be fine. And there we go, it's gone from just brute forcing it, and that should be the end of that level. So these levels, they really aren't difficult, even with your pretty basic cats that you have at the start of the game. It's a good opportunity to get yourself a bit of cat food at the start, and quite a lot of XP compared to the other levels if you're bored of treasure grinding and things like that, although do get you treasures. They are very useful indeed. So I don't really feel like there's much more to show in the Stories of Legend. I'll be continuing on with that, probably in live streams as well, which means that I guess I will go over and start Empire of Cats Chapter 2, just to show you the sort of parallels with this. It might be a little easier actually, but they're sort of similar difficulty, quite easy indeed. So if we go back out into the menu and into Empire of Cats, and then into Chapter 2, the Emperor of Darkness, and we can see that if we complete this, we get Valkyrie Cap. Now, Valkyrie Cap is a very useful cat. This is the first, what is known as a legend, that you will acquire. Now, these are in the special cats, but are sort of like, well, kind of Ubers that you don't get from cat capsules. So the Valkyrie does stabby motions with its spear, really, and can do quite a lot of damage. In its true form, which you'll get quite a while later, it has a chance of freezing enemies. Doesn't do it often, but has a chance of doing it. So that is what we're going to be working towards, and Valkyrie Cap will be very useful in Stories of Legend levels later on. And the same goes for Chapter 3 of Empire of Cats. There'll be a cat at the end of that one, which we need to acquire. So if we go into this menu, our first level, as per usual, is Career. And it should be nice and simple, because although it's Chapter 2 now, it still should be easy enough for our cats. So, starting off, there is Doge. I'm going to bring out a tank cat to just stall him and make him wait there while we upgrade our worker cat and get ready to make an onslaught of cats which will destroy their base. Very low health, 2,000 on their base, so it should be a lot easier than those Stories of Legend levels we just tried, which are a little bit more difficult and beefy to take down. So you're going to bring out Giraffe Cat. Hopefully that'll be nice and quick, taking down the Doges, especially with the protection from the Tank Cat, who's actually lagging behind now. But whatever, it'll catch up and go in front of the Giraffe Cat. And that's an effective meat shield, so it's going to take down the base all by itself, really. No need to spawn many other cats. I guess I could do it a little bit quicker. But yeah, Giraffe Cat's making pretty easy work of that. And we got a treasure from that. Well, that's good news indeed. So that's the start of Empire of Cats Chapter 2, really. Not really much to that. And we're going to be continuing on with that throughout the series, obviously. And then I'll be doing the moon of that chapter. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, I guess there's a bit of time left in the video that we can do. For fun, let's explain how it gets more difficult. So, in Empire of Cats, there are 3 chapters. Chapter 1, 2, and 3, unsurprisingly. Once you completed those, or at least in the old game, I'd completed them, and then Into the Future came out. But we can actually try this simultaneously, but it gives us a warning. The future has lots of super tough enemies. And I guess we'll go into the first chapter, Time Enough for Cats, to show you this. Now, this is more difficult than Empire of Cats Chapter 3, at least I would assume. It goes roughly like that. So, we might not be able to win, but the first level should be okay. So we're going to give it a try anyway. So this is the Into the Future dialogue, which I'm sure I can read at some point. But if we look here, clear Into the Future Chapter 1 to unlock new cat combos. I'll go into cat combos more in a different video, talking about different cat combos that can be useful. But at the moment, the cats I have, I'm not sure if we can do many combos, to be honest. But I'll discuss them anyway. So the first level here is Japan. It takes a lot more energy than the other ones, and everything is blue and Into the Future-y. And the Into the Future stages are actually timed score stages, which means the faster we do them, the better rewards we get. And on most of the levels, I think, you can get 10 cat food for doing it quickly. So I doubt we'll be quick enough, but hopefully we can do the levels. So let's press attack, and into the Future-y battle we go. So we have a sort of watery background, just a normal Doge coming out, but there will soon be a brand new enemy, at least to us, that we haven't seen yet. We'll bring out some meat shielding there and upgrade our worker cat in preparation for what enemy may come forth from the base. So I imagine the little peons, as we call them, the Doges, Snatches, those guys are a little more buffed than you'd usually have them, but they should still be manageable. The tank cat has quite a lot of health, regardless of its level, and we've got it decently plussed, actually, so I think we should be fine. So the main enemy of the level is yet to come out, which has given us a brilliant opportunity to upgrade our worker cat all the way to level 5, and the tank cat's still holding strong, and with the help of the macho cat, they're sort of defeating these peons here, which is useful indeed. Now, level 6 worker cat. I don't know how long it's really going to be until the boss comes out. I might just wait. Right, the worker cat is maxed, and now I have meat shielding and a dragon, so we should be fine. We're going to bring out a legs cat as well to do some decently ranged damage, and as long as the dragon stays behind our little wall of cats here, we should be fine, because it's got a long-range single-shot attack, so as long as it stays behind, it can do a lot of damage. And here is the boss of the level. It's an alien Doge known as a Shibalian, and it's going to be stronger than the other Doges there, but hopefully, seeming as it's just one of them, we should be able to take it out decently easily. We knocked it back there, which is a sign of us doing a decent bit of damage to it at least. And with the dragon's long-range attack, with the damage there, we've killed it already. And that is the level done. So there are some Into the Future levels which we can do, and we got enough score to get cat CPU, but not the 10 cat food. But those can easily be got later on when we've got faster cats. And maybe I could have done it faster with the Giraffe Cat, knowing that the level was actually quite easy. So even at Empire of Cats level, there are some Into the Future levels that you can do, but they do tend to get a lot more difficult as you go on. So make sure to get your treasures in Empire of Cats first before you really delve too far into that one. And so those are the 3 things, really. Empire of Cats, Into the Future, Stories of Legend. We've done event stages before, but that is an introduction into the second series of Let's Play Battle Cats. I'm going to be continuing with Empire of Cats in the live streams and letting you know how I did with the status report and in the next episode. And yeah, we're going to just be trying lots of different things, giving you tips, hopefully, which will help you in your Battle Cats fledgling beginner career. So, I hope you have enjoyed. Also, did you like the pun? Like career, like the first level in the Empire of Cats, but also like you know, you're working your way through battle or whatever.